it's been what 23 years. I'm still. Can't believe you turned on me like that.
That wasn't me, man.
No, it wasn't you. Oh, the old man made you do it, didn't he?
The old man made me do it, man. He was in here. The referee giving me the icky, man, just tagging me over.
Of all y'all's great matches in the history of your, is that something that probably did people ask you about the Spinarooni more than anything?
More than anything.
Yeah,
And it wasn't even on television. But
no, it was. So back then we'd do a dark match. They'd advertise one match. It was at a TV, but they'd advertise one match to sell tickets. And I don't know. We'd been a couple of months as a tag team.
Yeah.
And we'd finish the night and did the same thing every night. I'd cue it up for him. He'd get on the mic, and man, he'd start doing the spinaroonie. Great. I'd get on the bike. I'd ride out. It was all. I mean, it was poetry. And then one day, like a viper, he just bit me. Just like, I was shocked. I was like, no, he did not. Just say that out loud. And you know the fans like,
they're leaning into it.
I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see.
What brought this about, Booker? How
Vince McMahon. Okay, that's what brought it.
Cruel.
I had nothing to do with it. I plead the fifth on everything else. But it was good. No, but for me, actually doing it, trying to convince him to do it through the fans, trying to get the fans to motivate him to actually do it. I thought he was going to do it. I did. Everybody's done the Spinarooni. I mean, he's the only one that's never did the Spinarooni. So I felt kind of bad that, we didn't get, everybody has done the Spinarooni at least once. So I thought it would have been a great time. It would have been a great moment. It would have been a great memorable moment.
I think.
Can you imagine? But
Hall of Fame highlight.
But listen, seriously. That's what made it work even more so by him not doing it, because he is that guy. Yeah. He's the only guy that couldn't do it and perhaps live it down because of the character.
Because of the character.
Yeah.
The character, man, was so strong, and that's what, to be able to spot that, to be able to not go along with the program because everyone else has gone along with the program. It's ingenious.
And was there ever an inkling of a thought to ever get down?
There was no way. There was no way it was going to happen. And I'll never forget. He seems like he comes up in every show, but I think Vince sent Big Show, because I finally caught my. After this has gone on for an hour. After the tapings are over, after the dark match is over, this goes on for like an hour.
And the whole locker room comes out.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that was still in the building was in the ring. And I finally caught my opening, and I took it. And I looked back, and here comes Big Show after me. And I got through that curtain, and I said, let me tell you what. You may kill me, but I said, you touch me or try and pull me out of here, me and you going to fight. And he's like, I'm just telling you what the boss said. And I was like, well, you go back and tell him kiss my ass, because I ain't coming back out. And I said,
man.
Now, what was y'all's next conversation?
It was once everybody, once it got back, I was just like, I can't believe y'all. It was like a hit.
In the ring,
it was a hit job, man.
It's on camera. Because the cameras were still rolling, of course, and he goes, Booker, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm about to say, what did he say in the ring?
That's what he said in the ring. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
And
I
didn't do it.
Were you expecting everybody to come out of the locker room?
No, that was all.
Yeah, you had no idea that was going to happen.
I think he actually expected that I was going to do it, and then people started coming down. I mean, everybody came down. Rock came down.
I tell you, man, when the Rock came down and he cut a promo, on Vince. You think you can do something? You think you can do the Spinarooni? You can't do that Spinarooni. Let me show you how to do that thing.
It was just gasoline on the fire. The fire was getting out of control too, man.
Well, it got to a point that people forgot that they were trying to get you to do.
That's why I got out. They got so many people in there, and everybody's so engaged. Like, I said, that's it. I'm Hank Snowing out of here. I'm gone, man.
Oh, but what a great night, man. That's what made wrestling. That's what made our jobs easy. That's what made coming to work, a whole lot easier. Because it was a grind. It was a grind.
No, it was.
I talk about the playbook, that had been run, you know, for so many years. You know, that same schedule. You know, I mean, overseas. You know, the house shows on the TV, overseas house shows. It was just a constant grind, and I talk about how it is now. You know, these young guys, they got it a little bit better than what.
Yeah,
It's not quite like it was back then, but man, it was a monster. And we had to figure out how to, you know.
There's a lot of stuff you had to balance. I mean, you got to balance you got to balance your family.
Yeah.
You got to balance how you're going to sustain yourself without losing your mind, because you're with the same guys every single day, and then especially when you go overseas, then it really gets constricted, because now you're on the same buses with guys, and it was grind. That's the word. It was I mean, we loved it. I don't know that I'd changed a bit, but it was a grind, man. It was tough to do. And if you didn't have moments like that every once in a while, just to break the monotony of things and give you something else, I know this is a sore spot with you. I laugh about it today. I'm surprised we don't have any on Red Bull, the Red Bull thing. Out of all the things, like, you know, there's guys. I wasn't around when you and Dave squared up. I wasn't there for that. So the only time I ever really seen Book out of his mind, pissed off, was someone. So they would bring coolers into the dressing room, outside the dressing room doors, and fill them up. Put waters in there, some Diet Cokes and stuff like that. They never put Red Bulls in there. And Book would stop on his way to the arena. I'd get two, right? I think he'd get 2 Red Bulls, and he'd put them in the cooler. And he, you know, at whatever time that he wanted to drink, that he'd drink one, then he'd drink the other one. Well, somebody came along one day, and everybody knew, like, the Red Bulls are Book's.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
There's no other Red Bull. There's not been a Red Bull in the cooler.
No, they don't put those in.
They don't put Red Bull in the cooler, so you know that there's somebody's. Even if you didn't know they were Book's, you know that somebody put those in there. And he went for his Red Bull one day, and it was gone. Oh my gosh! Talk about flipping a gasket. He cussed everybody that was in earshot of stealing his Red Bull. It was one of the Bashams, I think, right?
One of the Bashams.
Oh my God! Yeah. And when he finally figured out who it was, you know, I'm not like real when things like that. I'm not the most compassionate person. I was like, damn, Book's about to kill him, because the more he yelled, the hotter he got. And his stupidity defense just didn't work. Like, well, I just saw it in there and I was going to drink it. And oh my gosh,
man.
He's sitting back watching you about to kill him, and he just pops the top on that other Red Bull.
No, I wouldn't have got close to that Red Bull. I was just like, oh my God, who's gonna pull Book off of him in a minute?
I was a little,
because he was like one.
I was a little off with the Red Bull. It was a ritual, man. It was a ritual.
Yeah, I mean, you know? And we were creatures of habits.
Yeah. I remember one time my Red Bull was missing, and I picked up the whole cooler in the middle of the hallway and dumped all the ice and the sodas in the middle of the house. And I was just that mad. I walked through that. You know, I just lost my life. I don't know, but it was my thing. It was my ritual. And when it went wrong, it seemed like something went wrong in me. And I hate those days. That's why I don't drink Red Bull anymore.
Got it out of your life.
You almost killed a man.
I'm serious.
That's called being an addict.
I'm serious. I stopped drinking Red Bull cold turkey, man, just because I was like, man, this can't be good for me.
If you're fighting people over it, it might not be.
And it happened more than maybe 3 or 4 times that happened. You know, I just lost my mind over Red Bull. And even more than in one company. It's happening in different companies. You know,
well, you have to say,
thinking,
after that Spinarooni, you deserve that. After that Spinarooni,
yeah, Tiger won't take it up for you.
Yep. Try to get me to do another Spinarooni.
Oh man,
the Bashams that came up to me and said, "Hey man, whose Red Bulls are those?" Like, no man, go ahead.
I didn't know.